while I'm playing these games. All right, so what I have here for you today is a collection of, I'm going to try it again. All right, what I have here for you today is a collection of a lot of fan games that are some of my personal favorites. I tried to get a mix of various genres in here, although I did notice after I put this collection together there were a fair amount of puzzle games in here. Let's stop this video over here, so I'm going to start with that. We recently had Comic Cat 86, got a whole bunch of new stuff to look forward to, particularly within the fan games section of the fandom. One of the things that we have is there was a game called Yo-Yo Kengeki Muso, released a while back, that was a Wise clone starring Yomo Kanpaku. And East, sorry, I've never actually played the franchise, thank you for correcting me on that. And the group that made that game recently released a sequel called Adventures of Scarlet Curiosity. While I haven't had the chance to acquire it yet because it just came out last week, we do at least have a preview video for you that we've been doing the sound check with. So for those of you that have little to no experience with whole fan games, or perhaps even the franchise in general, this kind of gameplay and graphics and music and puns is what the fan base will dedicate itself to. Very nice of Saturday copy, and then it was, I believe, a copy Marisa as well. Look at that, someone stole from Marisa. Giant Blade did 2 damage. Tiny Spear did 4, so 3 damage. Versus Luna Child is supposed to be a fair fight, apparently. I have no idea who thought that was going to be. The detail on some of this stuff. I love the choice of Terminator music for this fight. So that has been released as of last week. I will definitely be looking into that. Hopefully not nearly as hardware intensive as the first game, because it is, we need a pretty high-end system to run the first game, but the quality of the graphics there. Alright, but I didn't come here to show games, I came here to play games. So What we're going to start with, considering the vein of last year's Fan Games panel, when they began with a shooter. I'm also coming with a shooter. This one, Suapyeon, been around for a little while. I've already forgotten the full name of the thing, but it'll be on the slide at the end of this. And basically, this is a game where you are Suako Moria, and your job is to be cute, and all of the other enemies are trying to be cuter than you, and you just absolutely cannot have that. So, what makes this game interesting, aside from all the Mojibake on this laptop, is that it is a 3D isometric shooter with gravity, which means there's a jumping function, and the game does a very good job of having some very creative bullet patterns that take into account the fact that you can jump. So I think what we're going to do, because I'm not that good at this, practice stage, not one. How do I get? There we go. We're going to show off stage 4. Get some decent bullet patterns in here. So as you can see, once you get this far into the game, I already have to jump the whole heck of a lot in order to avoid massive swaths of bullets. And you can see here we have the bouncing bullets, which I have to be able to visually parse what's going on in terms of the 3D-ness, as well as what is in the air and what is on the ground. It adds a lot more of an unexpected challenge to the shooters that we're all used to. And since you can jump, the game also has no problems whatsoever throwing otherwise impossible bullet patterns at you. Sometimes it gets to be so much you can barely read the screen, like right now. Yeah, that's way too many fists. There's Suako's bomb, at least for that shot type. Those of you that have played UFO will know who this big boss is, and this gives away the boss as well. Out from the gameplay so far, this is a game where you have to not be afraid to hop, and you also need to not be afraid that you're going to run up the screen. Both of those are all practically essential to your survival at higher levels. Now, lost in all the cuteness and the sometimes very difficult to read bullet patterns is how visually impressive a lot of this is, particularly with the stuff that takes advantage of the fact that you can jump and shoot bullets high as well as low, like a lot of these patterns here. Here we have Rue, who is here to do I don't know what, because the boss selection for this game was very, very unusual. The Stage 3 boss was Racing 1, despite the fact she apparently had a haircut. And Stage 5 boss is Yamame. So I have no idea why we're going from Stage 5 boss to extra boss to Stage 1 boss over the course of this game. We're going to throw back Nue's timeout card from UFO. And then UFO skull. He was also not afraid of having bullet patterns where the bullets will bounce off of the walls and other such things. In fact, Yamane had several spell cards where everything was bouncing all over the walls, and it's very, very hard to keep track of where everything is going. That is stage 4 of Speculating. This game is available for purchase, as is its sequel, but it is also worth noting that the creators of this game did upload this to their website as a free download.